We're on. We are live. Now go over to Instagram, please.
Denny Shaver. He's an idiot.
After you go live.
Okay, so go to the top. Keep hitting that until a bunch of times because that's how it is for me. Looks like we're live. Okay, now we just go to StreamYard and you're good. And we're on.
So yeah, you are.
Denny Shaver. He's an idiot.
Oh, twice. There we go. All right, we are live, people, in our Denny Radio studios, the upstairs wing, which is, we normally have our custom studio where the logo looks perfect right between us, but we are upstairs because I cannot hold my bladder. That's basically what it is. I can get downstairs, but within 30 minutes, I'm going to have to go pee. And we have one of those urinal things, but I knew that would gross Sharon out. So we opted to go up here to do the podcast number 12, 12, whatever, from our upstairs studio, which is our table. And the logo is being held by the catio. And I see the Denny Radio is backwards. So let me try and fix that. Why, Sharon says hello. Sharon, say hello to the people.
It's not backwards on there.
Well, it's backwards here.
I know.
See
but
that?
It's backwards on us too. But look, on mine, it's...
Okay. Well, if that doesn't bother you, then we'll just leave it alone because my Go Blue is backwards too. Shouldn't be. Let me just, for the fun of it, take this off, see if that changed. There we go. Now it's fine. How is it there?
Well, it's catching up, so I don't know. I'll let you know if it gets reversed.
Okay. Feel free to drop comments in.
6 people on Instagram.
You know the drill, people. Man.
Dan Tracy says, "What's up, Denny?"
What's up, Dan? I'll tell you what's up. I had my first rehab today, and it was fun. Let's just say it was fun. And feel free, people, to comment because we're not getting any comments up there. So
yeah. So today, sorry, we're a little bit out of sorts with it not being in our podcast studio.
Right.
And one of us on pain pills.
I just took 2. I had to. They honestly, the OxyContin, they don't really do much. It just like gives me energy. It doesn't kill any pain, so that's no fun.
But anyway, so as you all know, our February podcasts have been generously sponsored by some area small businesses. And today, again, is Glass City Staging and Design. We're so happy to have Brittany on board. So let's take a peek at her intro.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I am the owner of Glass City Staging and Design, where we specialize in helping sellers maximize the appeal and value of their homes to potential buyers. So what is home staging and why does it work? Well, to me, home staging is transforming a property to make it as attractive as possible to potential buyers. With the use of modern furniture, trendy decor, and a specific design plan, we're creating that welcoming feel and connection that buyers are really looking for when walking through your home. At Glass City Staging, we take a personalized approach to every home that we stage, carefully assessing each property to work with its existing features and create a look that's both stylish and functional. So if you're looking to sell your home in 2025 and want to ensure that it stands out in today's market, we would love to help you. You can book a free consultation through our website at www.glasscitystaging.com, or you can reach us by phone at 419-304-4822. Are you marketing your house to its home potential?
She's awesome. If you're going to be putting your house up, call her now, okay? Because it's February. By the time spring hits, you're going to want to have everything, all your ducks in a row. And our experience has been you get asking price and above with a staged house. So absolutely. Get after it, people.
Absolutely. It almost looked like she could have been part of our podcast because we're so close today. So.
By the way, this strap right here is a godsend. Thank you, Aaron from Wildwood Surgical, the rehab dude who gave me this. This thing hook, you hoist your leg to get in the vehicle, to get in the van on the way home. Although I haven't left the house since Thursday until this morning. But I'll tell you what, that thing really helps when I'm out having a cigar to get my leg up in the chairs. So, okay, I shouldn't be smoking, but whatever. So back up Thursday, 8:15, we got there. Supposed to be there at 8:30. The weather, as you know, was crappy. And I learned something over the weekend. Rick Clare, who came over Sunday, and we had weather again on Sunday. I said, dude, the weather's terrible. What do you, just stay home. He wanted to come over and have a cigar with his boy, Denny. And he said, I have philosophy when it comes to bad weather. He goes, I never let it stop me. He goes, I leave early and I go slow. He was out Sunday morning. Nobody was on the roads. Nobody. So it was great to see him. So we left early. We got there at 8:15. They came and got me, checked me in a half hour early, around 10 a.m. Was when the surgery happened. I see the doc, and when I first got there, I'm going to, they walk me into the thing, and, they do all the pre-op crap. And the doc comes in, Dr. Irvin, good dude. I'm like, I put my hands on his shoulder. How you feeling, babe? Did you get a good night's sleep? What time did you get to bed last night? He goes, I was closing the bars. I didn't get home till after 2. I'm like, he goes, I got kids. He goes, I was in bed by 9:30. I said, awesome. I said, may God guide your hands, my man. Anyway.
He reminded me a little bit of Brad Crown. Did you notice that?
I do not notice that.
Maybe a little taller.
At all.
A little thinner.
But Brad is sexier. So there you go, Brad. So 10 a.m., boom, 30 minutes early. I go under, boom, I did the spinal, wake up at noon, and I could hear voices. And the first thing, wait a minute, where? The pre-op stuff?
Yeah, that was.
So that's pre-op stuff. That's funny. See, you're creative. I like that.
There you go.
Anyway, so my first reaction was when I woke up was not thank you, God. That was my second thought. My first thought that popped into my head is, man, I could use some coffee.
I bet.
Because I didn't have any coffee, because if I would have had a coffee, they would have had to use a catheter because I would have been peeing. Because I pee, I drink a big 30-ouncer every day and I have 22 ounces of water before I even start my day. And I'm peeing every 45 minutes. And
what
so
up,
I'm like,
people? It's lunchtime.
So I'm like, yeah. So I wake up. They get me back to the room. I get some coffee. Had a nice meal because you have to eat something. I didn't poo. I hadn't pooed since Wednesday.
Bon appetit more.
No, Tuesday. I didn't poo Wednesday. I didn't poo Thursday. I didn't poo Friday.
You realize we invite people to have their lunch while they're watching, right?
Do you want an update or not? Plus, they make you wear these little Depends things too, which
I know you look very cute on you.
Wait a minute, you saw me in my Depends?
From the backside, remember? You're like, you better not have taken a picture.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you do some PT, my man Aaron, and we were chatting it up, and you go up 3 steps, you go down 3 steps. There's your PT. Boom, you're out. You can get out. Something that's really cool is when I'm leaving.
Wait, I do have another picture too.
Do you?
Yep.
When I'm leaving, is that me in the operating room? No, is that
right?
Is that pre-op?
When I left, and I said, "Oh, I so bad want to get."
Gosh, I look old.
Picture of you in your hairnet. And you're like, "Do it." So
I don't care. What do I care? Way too much info, Denny, from Jeff. Rob, it's not the coffee and water. You pee a lot because you are old. No, it's the coffee and the water, and I'm old, Rob.
Look,
Meredith Party Rental
we
Rob.
got people on YouTube watching.
Hey, greatest garbage man known to man. Rob's there. The other Rob.
A couple people on YouTube, and Denny is out. Brought to you by ADHD. When you went to get your belt.
Yeah, I had to.
And then
my leg's killing me.
West Michigan Transplant on Instagram says hello, Denny and Sharon. So.
What's up? So here you are. You're finally 5 o'clock ish. They're like, okay, gather up your stuff. Time to go. Blah blah blah. and they come in and they give you your PT information of what you're supposed to do. The strap, the greatest strap ever. And then they give me a thank you card. And I open it up and it says, thank you for choosing Wildwood Orthopedic and Spine Hospital. And it's signed by Jen and Tom and Sherry and Lori and Lindsay, the surgery team, and Liz, my RN. Hope you have a speedy recovery. Hope you have a speedy recovery. Great to take care of you. Dr. Irvin, I'm bringing this to my appointment on March 5th. You forgot to sign it. Anyway, I thought that was very sweet. They give me the thank you card. Well, competition for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's good personal service. But I'll tell you, everybody there was super kind. It's a well-oiled machine.
It
we
is.
asked the one nurse, how many do you guys do up a day? And she said like 18 sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, and you could see, but
yeah,
everybody was so nice and good with the patients. And, because I saw them doing PT with some of the other patients in the hallway and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, a couple other people that got out before I did, they're wheeling me back from PT and they're being wheeled out to go home. And the guy's looking at me and I'm like, good luck to you. He goes, good luck to you. And he's all buzzed up because you're all, that spine stuff is just wonderful. So we got home at 5:45 on Thursday, couldn't fall asleep, stayed up to around midnight, got up at 6 a.m. Here's the fun part. Did all my PT exercises at home. Icing. The ice machine is amazing. Love that thing. I still got over 1,000 steps in. I got like 1,600 steps on Friday, which I'm not trying to, do a ton of steps, but you got to move. You have to get up every hour and move. And the picture that I really want to show could not download into StreamYard. I got all the rest of them. What picture? But the one with your driving gloves on, tooling around here. I started calling him Wheels because he'd come out with his driving gloves so his hands didn't get calloused. Right. And he's tooling all around. It's hilarious. It was funny. It was funny. Shout out to our guests on Friday, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, Joyce and Hal. They came and they brought me gifts. The little mixed puzzle book and the Sudoku or whatever it's called. Keep my brain active. And an autographed picture of Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson. They just saw him recently down in Florida. So they got this and they gave it to me. I know. That's so cool. Yeah. Thank you. And where's all my other relatives? And where's all your other siblings? A dozen homemade cookies. Those were friggin' amazing. Was it white chocolate and raspberry? It was white chocolate chip and no cranberry. Cranberry. And we each had one in our mouth before they were even out to their car. Yeah. And then later on in the day, I said, hey, I'll take a couple more of those cookies. She nuked them up. Oh. Yeah. You've done really good as nurse, even though I know you want to rip me apart a couple times. I'll tell you what, though. Shout out to the caregivers because I think it's different when it's not your spouse or a family member. I think it's different. Do you think it's easier or harder? I think it's easier when it's not your family member. I think you just stick right to your training, all of that. And I think when it's somebody like me, you're just like, I understand that, but I didn't have training. And here's the other thing too. Honey, you took care of your dad like nobody's business. You stayed over with him all night long. You've had you've had more experience at this than the average person. But you know what I'm saying. Just saying. I'm not but caregivers also have a schedule, where they know that they're getting off in a few hours. Right. Well, we can make that happen. I'm kidding. Hey, Shelly Becker. Actually, what's up, Shelly Becker? Steve Kiker did offer to come over and relieve me of duties if I needed you to be babysat. And how about Jeff and Jackie Porter offering to come over to help you get in the house? I mean, that's very sweet. People are so nice. Yeah, they are. Makes me want to be a better person. Yeah, especially to your husband. Anyway, it's gone better than I thought it would. You prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. And so far it's going really well. So let me get you up to, let's see, had a cigar in the catio, watch golf, no heavy duty.
So I didn't have any heavy duty pain pills on Friday at all. And I had my first poo since Tuesday. Hey, it's important. People that have had surgery, Rob Fairchild, he'll back this up because he had his shoulder operated on. He'll back this up. The anesthesia backs you up. And when you can't do that, it's a
never have a problem with that.
I know. That's why it's brutal. Anyway.
So do the cigars help?
Yes, they help keep it moving. That's why it's doctor's orders.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning,
smoke them if you got them.
I popped a couple of heavy duty big boy pain pills. And by the way, I'm feeling a head rush from the two I just took, just so you know. I don't feel relief from pain though. I just feel a little buzz, but the pain's still there. Anyway, whatever. So I popped a couple of them at like 9:00 and I slept all the way through the night. No pain until 5:20 Saturday morning. Shem, who I am going to kill, leaped from the floor onto the bed because Sharon's sleeping in the front bedroom. And he leaped from the floor and landed right on my knee. And it woke me up. I was in a dead sleep, no pain. And I'm just like, ah! I'm surprised you didn't hear me.
Did he land on the titanium though?
It doesn't matter. He's landed right on my knee, and it's
I know,
slow.
but does that? I understand. I just wondered, like,
he landed on my knee, and the pain was brutal. Anyway, let's see.
Yeah, no,
had a morning poo and a midday poo. Saturday was a good poo day, just so you know. Had a CBD gummy to kind of avoid the pain pills. But Saturday, it was a pretty good day. More pain came in on Saturday. The pain threshold went from like a 2 or 3 up to like a 5. But, it is what it is. Saturday, just basically watched college hoops, did all my PT, walked, every hour, watched the entire golf tournament. And then I watched U.S. and Canada in the 4 Nations face-off tournament, which, by the way, is awesome. It's like watching the Olympics. I like hockey, but in regular NHL game, yeah, they're fine. But this tournament has been amazing until I read the next day, because I didn't start watching it right at the beginning because I was watching golf. The game Saturday night was in Montreal, Canada, and when they sang the national anthem, the second it started, they overzealous or zealously or raucously, whatever, we're booing our friggin' national anthem. And listen, that just offends the living crap out of me. It's one thing when you don't agree with our politics or our country. It's another thing to be a gracious host. And for them to do that, and then President Trudeau or whoever, the dude who's on his way out, I've never been more proud of Canadians. I thought Canadians were supposed to be the nice people.
Well,
that they're kind and have common courtesy and they're friendly. No.
Okay, so is it about politics or is it about because they were playing America?
Politics, because they don't like Trump.
Right.
Well, they don't like that Trump says 50. You should become the 51st state. You'll save a lot of taxes and you'll be safer and protected and have the best military in the world.
Right.
All the taxes, the embargo, the whatever it is, tariffs, all the tariffs. They're not happy about it. Okay, hockey and sports and entertainment is supposed to be a distraction from the BS that is politics. Okay, I have no room for that. I don't have any room for people not standing for the national anthem. That's crap. They did, of course, but to hear that crowd, Canadians, boo the Americans is just, it ticks me off, disheartens me. And by the way, the U.S. won 3-1, took it to them. First time U.S. has beat Canada in forever. And the Tkachuk brothers, soon as the puck dropped, well, one of them, Matthew Tkachuk. Yep, it's spelled with a T. Anyway, gloves off, fighting within the first 2 seconds. Boom, they get that cleaned up. He's in the penalty box. Boom, they start playing again. His brother, Brady Tkachuk, he throws his gloves off, and they go at it. So there's second fight. So both the brothers, Tkachuk brothers, are in the penalty box, and they're mic'd up, which is awesome because you could hear the punches, and it was really cool. And then some other dude.
Wait, the players are mic'd?
Yeah, for this. Yeah,
Is
they
it
have little
always-
mics on them.
Is it standard that hockey players are always mic'd?
Not always. Sometimes they do it for special things. This is a special tournament they've never done before.
Do you think it was staged?
It was totally staged.
The fights?
Yeah,
Maybe
the
they're
American team are like, we need to do something here. We need to do something here to let these Canadians know that we're not going to be. The Canadians have won like 22-0 or something against Americans in international play. It's some crazy number. And when they heard that boo, the Kachuk brothers already planned it. They're like, okay, I'm going to throw first, you throw second. And then somebody else threw, some little dude who picked on one of the goons who was like 6'5". And I'm like, ooh, wrong guy to pick. And he got pummeled pretty good. But the Kachuk brothers did very, very well.
Well, maybe the Kachuk brothers are just angry because of that last night.
I don't think so. These dudes are studs and they make a lot of money. But the U.S. won. And it was who else was it? It's all because of the anthem, blah blah blah. And now the U.S. they play tonight. Sweden and USA tonight, 8:00 TNT. I'll be watching it. And they're already in the finals. And by the way, Michigan native Dylan Larkin, captain of the Detroit Red Wings, he scored the winning goal.
Speaking of Red Wings. Actually, my funny video at the end, it is hockey related because of the big scabuddle over the
scabuddle.
Yeah,
I think you just made up a word. I like it.
Skaboosh, scabuddle.
All right, so Sunday morning, wake up, amazing sleep. Thank you, zero pain. Sharon made a nice breakfast in bed, a breakfast burrito, turkey bacon, hash browns, very good. Ricky Claire comes over for a smoke. I'm like, dude, the weather's bad. Just stay home. He's like, leave early. Drive slow. I'll be there. He shows up. We had a stogie, solved the problems of the world.
Shovel the driveway.
Sharon shoveled the driveway.
Shovel the driveway in condo living. And right when I got to the end by the street, here comes the snowplow. I'm like, of course. But it was my exercise.
Well,
today,
you didn't have to. But the reason you did it is, let's just be honest.
Because he was coming over.
He's coming over.
And then we had 3 inches of snow
and
out
you
there.
didn't want him to track the snow in the condo.
I had him take his shoe. I asked him to take his shoes off of the door anyway.
Okay.
But who wants to trek through 3 inches of snow in the driveway and up the sidewalk? Nobody. Would
Good
you?
point. I'm a man. I can handle it, even with my
You wouldn't want
walker.
to.
Although I'm off the walker for the most part. Now I'm switching to cane. This cane is cool. Check this out. It's got a light on it. That's from Jeff Porter, my neighbor, and it's got a double handle, so you can pull yourself off the toity or wherever. It's going to be interesting. Thursday, I have a remoted inside the 5 for the golf show, and it's upstairs, and they don't have an elevator. So I'm like,
Are you for sure doing that?
yes, we are on a limited budget, a fixed income. Yes, we need that. I'd like to do it, so we'll work it out.
Give to the pole.
Okay, so Saturday, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, we're on Sunday now. I already talked about Saturday, breakfast burrito, weather was bad. Oh, and then Michigan, Ohio State. Go blue, baby. Go blue, basketball. That was an awesome game. Michigan ended up winning, of course. Then I watched the entire golf tournament. I'll tell you, I have never watched this much sports in my life as I have since Friday.
I think you love it.
I do. I have to admit, I do.
I mean, you,
Get up, get my
In
little
all
exercise around, and then boom.
in all honesty, I think that you have done remarkable. Like, I am very pleasantly surprised. There's a couple times where I thought you were going to come off the bed in pain, but I mean, really? And the way you're getting around here on your wheels with your driving gloves, tell you, you just need a little horn to honk at Shen, who just lays wherever he wants to.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you should have seen me at this morning. We had rehab or PT, physical therapy, going to PT Link. Mike Coulter, who I've known forever. Really good dude, but I really think he enjoys inflicting pain. I really do. But he's a great guy, and that was not fun. But I'm telling you what, if I get some pain pills at work that actually deaden the pain, I'm going to pop a couple of those boys in before tomorrow. By the way, I'm doing it tomorrow. Doing it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I'm getting it off the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so we don't have to deal with my PT when we have a podcast.
At 7:40 a.m.
Yeah, this
you had
one,
to be there.
7:40 this morning. Well, I had to get in when they were available. So all you had to do is drop me off, come back home, have coffee. Anyway.
That's all I had to do.
So, you know, Mike and the staff took care of me. Shout out to Jody. So that went pretty well. But I got a long way to go. I mean, he said, wow, you're getting along. You're doing a lot better than most. He said, there's a lot of people that come in a few days after surgery and they can barely push their walker because they're in so much pain. I'm like, dude, I'm ready for the cane. So I'm just thankful. Thank you, Lord.
I will throw this out there. Honestly, I don't know how anyone could do this surgery without having someone living with them.
You couldn't. No, there's no way you could.
You would either have to hire someone or you would have to move in someone and,
Well, they have in-home PT, but I figured that was more expensive.
PT actually stands for pain and torture.
Is that what it is? Oh,
Yeah.
That's Kiker. What's
Yeah.
up, Kiker?
Yeah.
Steve, you can come over and help me anytime
Look at
you
Michelle.
want.
She's like active on YouTube. I love it.
That's very nice.
So,
Okay, so that's pretty much the update. Now I have PT 3 times a week for the next month. Then we'll reassess. I got a golf show remote on Thursday. Hopefully, Kiker, you can help me with that. I think it's 5 to 7. I got to figure that out. And then Saturday morning, I think 10 to noon, I'll be over at Tam O'Shanter doing the remote there. So,
are you taking your ice? Are you taking a pillow? I mean, seriously,
I
how
don't
are
know.
you gonna be standing?
no, some of the time I will be.
Do you
It'll
need my
work out.
mom's pink wheelchair?
Does she have a pink wheelchair?
Yeah.
Where is it?
So it's in Diane's apartment.
I might need that. That might be funny, wheeling me around. I'm going to try to make arrangements so you don't have to go. If somebody come over and pick me up, I'll see. If I'm not on pain pills, I can drive. Doctor said, if you're not taking pain pills, you can drive. And you've been doing so much. It's like whatever I can do that you don't have to do, I'm gonna do.
Hello, Steve. Yeah, I'm taking you up on your offer to come and.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that gets us to Sunday. Church online, of course, awesome. Golf all day, Michigan won, yay. And then the SNL 50th anniversary show. Now, I have not checked out online to see what people are saying about it. I don't know if the ratings are any good, but as I'm watching this thing, and at one point I popped in a couple of pain pills, the show didn't get any better. And I'm watching this going, okay, was this show ever really funny? Even in the 70s with Chevy Chase and John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and Gilda Radner and Jane Curtin and, everybody that, anyway.
The original cast.
Yeah. Was it funny then, or was it like 2 funny skits in 90 minutes and then the rest stinkers? I don't know.
Yes.
Here's what I know. Last night's show was awful. It was just awful. I mean, the only things that I thought were any good was when they did a few retrospects back to like the thing they did on Physical Comedy. I thought that was pretty good. I mean, the opening number, it wasn't offensive with what's his name? Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, help me understand something. Sabrina Carpenter was a big part of that show last night. Why is that? Is she Lorne Michaels' relative?
I don't know, but she represents this generation. She just won the Grammy. She's the one that performed on, wasn't it the Grammys?
Yeah, she's talented. She's good.
I honestly loved that intro with Paul Simon, who is, how old is he?
105.
I think she really had to help him remember words or bring him in or cover for him. Maybe, I don't know. I really liked they were bringing 2 entirely different generations together. And it made me laugh out loud when she's like, hey, I wasn't born when you were on SNL, and neither were my parents. That was really funny.
He was born in 1941, so he's 83. Yeah. That was a funny line.
So
I was born my parents weren't even born, that was very entertaining. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. That part was fine. And then Steve Martin doing the opening monologue. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was fine. They took a shot at Trump when they took away Martin Short, called ICE because he's a Canadian, didn't have his passport.
Right.
Okay, so they're taking
you knew that they were going to go there against.
Well, yeah.
And Tom Hanks wearing his MAGA hat.
Oh, and that was in the Black Jeopardy skit?
Yeah.
Which was horrible. Will Ferrell reprises his signature Robert Goulet impression, which was awful. All right, somebody explain to me Doonesy, the sister. So it's this bit they used to do with the sisters, and one of them, the fourth one, I guess, was this Kristen Wiig, who has little doll hands for hands. Where is the humor in that? And again, I'm on pain pills when I'm watching this.
Well, and she's also got a wig that starts like so. Well,
Like
she
a
made a
receding
comment about
hairline.
being born out the wrong hole. So
Hilarious.
yeah, that's some fine writing right there.
Anyway, I thought that was awful. Then they did Black Jeopardy. Awful. Emma Stone, Molly Shannon. They did the Sally O'Malley thing. Domingo was brought back. Horrible. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler doing the Q&A. I mean, there was a couple cute things in there, but
Yeah, I don't know.
listen, I know we're not of the generation, and I know that their humor is not targeted towards us, but Saturday Night Live has been going downhill since the 90s.
Well, I want to know, first of all, let's start at the very beginning. I want to know what the heck is going on here. What is this fashion, people? Because
Say
I
what you
noticed
said.
it at the Grammys. I noticed it on a house flip show yesterday, and now last night. I'm like,
Say what you said when
I
this
will,
came
but
on.
hold on
Okay.
a minute. So women now are wearing lace see-through corsets as their actual outfit with the bra, the brassiere and everything like that. Back in the day, these actually used to be underclothes. Now it is the clothes. She's got a full-length see-through dress on with boy briefs. She bedazzled her jewels.
Her lady zone.
Yeah. And then and she
Hoo-ha.
kept holding her microphone down. And I thought maybe she's embarrassed because look at how, and I love this actress. She's great.
She is really good. She's
so
talented.
classy. But I am like, Hollywood, what is going on? Are you guys seriously that out of time? Because you know what? In about 4 or 5 years, this style is going to be popular here.
Okay.
So anyway, I just can't figure that
Yeah,
whole look out.
Yeah.
You might as well just wear your bathing suit
Yep.
and call it a day.
You have turned into your mother.
I am Nancy.
There it is.
Yep.
And that's what happens, people.
So
What else?
I want to know where Dana Carvey was. Where was Chevy Chase? Where was Chris
I
Rock?
think Chris Rock was on.
Was
I
he
remember
there?
seeing him. Yep. Chevy Chase. I had a little bit part. I don't remember if it was at the beginning or not.
John Lovitz had a little bit part. I didn't see Chevy.
He was across the street. It says that he was part of it.
Okay,
So I
okay.
don't know.
But I agree. I thought the physical segment where they showed all the past, with
Chris Farley falling.
Chris Farley and Chevy and all of, Mary Catherine. She was always very funny. But I thought that was one of the funniest things. I thought Adam Sandler's song about it being 50. I thought that was cute.
That was one of the highlights, the better highlights.
But I was just really disappointed in the whole show.
It was horrible.
Because I would rather watch all old funny clips on a big screen and call it a day and maybe have a couple of live performers that have performed. But Miley Cyrus, come on, what?
Why would they not start with their best stuff first? Why would they?
I think they did.
Maybe that's what it was. It was like they were trying too hard. And it just was, I don't know. I hate being negative because we got too much negativity out there. But I have to imagine that the internet was not kind to that show last night. Now, maybe not. Maybe it's me and you. Maybe it's like, as you get older, do you lose your sense of humor? I don't know. Farts still make me laugh.
Who out there listening right now?
Did anybody watch it?
Yeah. I mean, put
some comments, people.
Because I fell asleep about 10:30, turned it off, woke back up at 11, turned it back on, finished watching the show. It did go past 11 o'clock, and then the Detroit news just cut them off.
Yeah.
So I don't know how late it went, but
and Miley Cyrus was their best entertainment. One of their performers, Miley Cyrus.
She was. Did Paul McCartney perform?
Yeah, at the end. I didn't stay up for that. Miley Cyrus and Brittany Howard, who, by the way, can shred a guitar.
Yeah, she does.
I'd go see her in concert in a New York minute. Let's see. And Nothing Compares to You was the song.
So let me ask.
What about Weekend Update? Did you see that?
I did. Bill Murray actually really did a good job at his part.
He stole it. That bit where he was grading all the hosts, I thought it was very good.
Yeah, no, he did that well. But so here's my question.
Is this the question you're going to ask?
No,
okay, that's coming later.
And I actually had to switch my question because anyway, you'll
Okay.
find out. So, do you think like last night, because we were like anticipating them showing just old footage of funny stuff, and it was just a lot of ridiculous stuff.
Stupid.
Do you think that maybe Lorne Michaels and the crew doesn't think that the funny skits back in the day are relevant to today's world? Like they're not funny anymore? And maybe that's why they don't show, like the Land Shark and the Coneheads and, the Blues Brothers and that kind of thing. Maybe this generation just doesn't find that humorous.
Funny's funny. And I don't think funny, I think people's tastes and what's funny, back in, 40, 50 years ago and what's funny now, it's a lot cruder now, meaner, comes off as humor. But funny is funny. If you write a funny bit, a funny skit,
it's timeless.
It's timeless.
Right.
So, yeah. I
remember when Eddie Murphy used to do Mr. Rogers?
Oh, it was awesome.
Because that
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Because that keeps popping up on my TikTok and stuff. But let's see.
I would have liked to see more from him. He was a bigger part of that show.
SNL.
I would have liked to have seen the surviving members of the original with Garrett Morris. And why didn't they do a skit?
Well, he was on the
I know, but why didn't they do great. Why didn't they do a skit? There's still enough of them left. They could do something.
Did you see the one that Eddie Murphy was in? I'm like, dude, you're Eddie Murphy and you're in this silly prison skit. I don't know. I'm just like, not that he should have an arrogant attitude, but
yeah,
I'm like, you're Eddie Murphy and you're doing this silly, stupid skit. I don't know. Okay, let's see here.
Paul McCartney saying golden slumbers near the end. So there you go.
SNL in the 80s was the best. Never got into SNL, probably because I was always giggling when it was on. Did not care for it, totally disappointed. Either that or they're so woke they're afraid of being canceled, but the wokeness has made people lose their senses of humor. So have you, but we still like you.
So have I, but you still like me?
Of course it's Geiger. Maybe the comments are not politically correct anymore. They're, that's probably why they didn't show Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood
for SNL 50th anniversary show.
Let's see. Where was the blonde chick that was always kind of dingy? What was her name?
McKinnon. What's her name?
She was on
Kate McKinnon.
No,
she was in the one skit with Meryl Streep.
No.
Where she's sitting there with her legs.
Yeah, that's her thing. No, not her.
Okay, anyway, but just so I can finish.
Oh.
She makes me laugh at like
hilarious.
when she was in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
The chick Ghostbusters. I'll watch her in anything. She is just funny.
Dry sense of humor.
Yeah. What blonde are we talking about?
Victoria Jackson. Was that her name?
LaToya. Oh.
Victoria Jackson, the blonde hair.
I think she's dead.
Is she?
She might be.
She wasn't on their memorial thing.
They didn't do an in memoriam. They did an in memoriam of the most controversial bits.
Well, I know that, but
Saturday Night Live's 50th was so show that wasn't really for us. Is one critic.
You're looking at.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It doesn't say about TV ratings.
Monica, I thought parts of it were
Victoria
mildly
Jackson's still alive?
entertaining. Brittany Howard was the best musical performer.
I think she still is alive. She's the same age as me. She's a huge conservative and I believe a Trump supporter. Probably why she's not on.
Oh, well, Dana Carvey too. I mean, he had Wayne's World, Church Lady. I mean, he did Bush, he did Biden. I mean, he does them all. Where was he?
Yeah, you would think that he would have been
Maybe
around. Although he was on earlier in the season.
Kiker's having his own show on here, I think.
Kiker's texting me, what time are you going to Inside the Five? You mean what time are you picking me up to go to Inside the Five is a better question.
Let's see here. Francis, too many people are reserved in comedy because they're afraid to offend. True. Everyone is so soft nowadays. Delta. Can I help you? Yeah, that was a skit too.
Yep.
Oh, Victoria Jackson. Yeah, Rick played one. Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
Wait,
by the way,
read Francis. That's so true.
2 rules. You can laugh with me or at me so long as you are laughing. If you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't laugh at anyone else. That's a nugget, Francis. That's a very good nugget. All right. So if you didn't see it and you want to see it and you have the Peacock, it's on there.
With our rave review.
Maybe we're wrong. I mean, I'm surprised. Obviously, a lot of our viewers and listeners here didn't watch it because we're not getting a lot of comments.
I was reading them when you were looking stuff up. You probably didn't hear. So.
Anywho,
did not care for it.
Here's something that I'm going to peep out because I've heard nothing but great things about it. They did a homecoming concert. They called it the homecoming concert, and it says it brought the house down. So Friday night, Valentine's Day, Jimmy Fallon, I guess he hosted or kicked it off, a tribute to the Blues Brothers, and he did Soul Man. And apparently Bill Murray returned, did his lounge singer, Nick Valentine, which was always a funny skit. B-52s were on with Love Shack. Backstreet Boys were on I Want It That Way. Devo was on. Lady Gaga. Will Ferrell and Anna Gasteyer did their roles, the Culps, which was always a funny bit. Jelly Roll, my man Jelly, he was on, and he did I Walk the Line, Folsom Prison Blues, and Ring of Fire. So he did a Johnny Cash thing.
Nice.
And they say Cher brought the house down, scantily clad Cher.
Was she in her lacy bustier?
I don't know. If I could turn back time, that is on Peacock. And I believe we still have Olivia's Peacock information here. I'm going to peep that out because that could be really good. They also did a Friday night, 50 years of Saturday Night Live music and bands. And I recorded that. That was actually really interesting. It was more of a retrospect documentary thing, which was better than the actual 50th show. So,
well, a friend of mine did say on Facebook that you definitely need to watch the concert. So,
okay, well, I'm going to do that.
Didn't waste my time watching it. Never a fan. Didn't like it. SNL has been sucking for the past 10 years. Rick, yes, that was nothing compares to you. That Miley Cyrus sang that Sinead O'Connor.
Well, Prince wrote it.
Right.
Sinead made it a hit. And then, I don't know what that was. So Bill Murray walks off the stage at the end, when they have the actors on stage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure egos were, running aplenty. So I kind of like our little studio here up here.
Someone said that.
Maybe we'll bring the mixer up here. We'll just do it up here.
No, who was it that all the way back? Julian, I think, said he likes our new setup.
I don't know how it sounds, but we can get the mics up here. We can do that for Wednesday if we want to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where he is, but anyway.
All right, there you go. That's all we got for that. Now, what else do we have? I know you have a video and you have a question.
Yeah.
Question first.
Is that all you have?
That's all I got.
Okay.
I believe. Let me.
No, that's cool. I mean, we can end 5 minutes
notes
early. Everybody would probably be great with that.
Hold on. Miley Cyrus, we can't update. Adam Sandler. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I thought the couple that were dressed, they were talking about Lorne Michaels on the Weekend Report, and they would talk really loud about how great he was, and then they'd say, "But and they'd start talking.
Yeah,
I thought that
was
actually funny, and that was with
Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
Which I thought he'd have a bigger role, but
I mean, I think the one that they really talked about passing away was Norm
Macdonald.
Yeah.
Who was the best at Weekend Update? Him and Dennis Miller. I thought, where was Dennis Miller?
Where was Dennis Miller?
Don't know.
There's a lot. Why did they do a memorial?
Dennis Miller, conservative. Boom. Sorry, no room for you.
Okay.
Libs only.
Okay, so here's my question. This wasn't my original question, but now after last night, here's the question for you.
Can I ask why you changed the question, or can I ask that after?
Because the other question we can do at any time. But
okay.
This question, is more timely. And
okay,
it actually will lead into something else. Would you rather sit through Saturday Night Live's 50th show or the Super Bowl halftime?
If I had to pick between one of the two, I would rather do halftime with Kendrick Lamar because it was shorter. This thing was over 3 hours long. And, the halftime wasn't my thing. I'm sure people loved it. I do like all the memes that are coming out. Like I just saw one about Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta dancing, and it's Kendrick Lamar's music.
Right.
And that all that stuff, those memes or whatever they're called, those are pretty funny. But I definitely the Saturday Night Live. It was just I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, come on, be funny. What give me something. And it was like nothing.
Disappointing.
Yeah,
disappointing because that's so much talent, and the audience was packed with. I mean, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, and of course we saw Whoopi in the crowd, and then
nobody was talking to Whoopi Goldberg.
No,
she's on her phone.
She was all by herself on her phone.
Which I thought was funny. She hit on me in New Orleans once.
Oh my gosh,
she did.
Anyway, okay. So speaking of Kendrick Lamar,
yeah.
So I saw a news report or whatever that like 85% of America had no clue who he was. I mean, you and I didn't really know who he was. Olivia did.
I'd heard of him.
I never heard of him. I didn't know any of his music or anything like that. Well, he has had his viral moment for sure, because like you said, people are now taking his song and they're putting it to Amazon delivery guys are now playing it, and they're recording themselves doing the dance out the truck or up to the house or whatever. Husbands are doing it through their kitchen with cooking and all that. They put it to Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta.
Which I saw that one.
They put it to Dirty Dancing, the very last song that Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze do.
When he picks her up?
They do it to that. It's so funny how it like goes along. Happy Feet, the animated penguin show.
I love that.
They do that. Wicked. Now they've put it to Wicked, and then Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I'd love to see that one.
But then I saw the actual halftime show, and someone took his music out and put in a country song and said, "There, is that better?" And it went just fine. But yeah, I mean, it is everywhere. You cannot scroll any social media with.
It's the most watched halftime show in the history of the halftime.
Yeah.
Probably because people were stunned and they're like,
well, no, because
young people loved it. That's fine.
I understand. But back in like, what was it, 93 or 94 when Michael Jackson performed, the internet, this stuff wasn't available to watch it. Right. So of course now the numbers are.
Yeah. If you do.
I don't know if you can compare it. Nothing compares to.
You.
Yeah.
If you take out all the internet, it's not the most watched, but whatever, who cares? I don't care. I don't get all spun up over that crap. I get spun up over those damn Canadians booing our national anthem. What the hell?
Circling back, people. Chris, I was disappointed with the memory of who was the one who passed. Yeah.
Chris Gagel. What's up, Gags? How's your golf game?
I don't think that they didn't do that. Like you said,
no, they didn't. So.
Okay. So are we done? The funny video now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that.
Yep.
I'm going to have some lunch.
So this is, I think this video is hilarious.
Hilarious.
And it's in honor of the big hockey game this last weekend.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Booing the national anthem, not right, classless.
But I think that the funny is that every time that Jumbotron was on that little kid, the crowd participated and cheering him,
And the Red Wings are playing better. So
anyway,
that's awesome.
That's an older video, but still a classic.
Good work, hon. Thanks for putting all this together.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. Thank you to Brittany for sponsoring Glass City Staging and Design.
Call her for your design, decorating.
Don't dilly-dally.
staging, because spring is around the corner.
If you just want a new look on the inside of your house, give her a call. She's awesome. And then Wednesday, we'll be back either up here in the upstairs studio. I got to get down the basement because I got to get to our taxes, and that's on my PC.
Taxes are right there.
Yeah, I know, but I got to input it.
Oh.
So anyway, eventually I got to get down there. But anyway, thanks for putting up with us. If you feel like it, share it, tell people about us. And Wednesday, we don't have a topic or anything?
Not yet, but do you want to talk about Friday?
No, because we don't know yet.
Okay.
So Wednesday we'll be on at noon, and our sponsor Wednesday is
Zen Partners with Key Real Estate.
There you go.
Yeah, I
right.
think I need a pain pill. Woo!
Have a great day, everybody.
All right. Have a good week.